Blarla. Hello peeps and welcome to 2 Point Hospital. Isn't it great? I managed to get a copy early, 6 weeks early, which is insane. So I say it's just a demo version. It isn't the full game or anything like that, and it's certainly not a finished product. But we get to play 4 hospitals in this demo, and we can 3-star each of them. That's a lot of actual content and gameplay for us to go through, and I thought that's exactly what we would do in this under construction series, because as I say, this isn't the final release of the game. When we do get a final release of the game, I will play a proper series with it. This game here is the game that I was streaming yesterday evening, and I'm going to be streaming it again in future evening streams, so check those out if you would like to. But for this, I think we'll start a new game, right? We're going to start a new game. Brilliant. Here we are. Sorry, whizzed around a bit there. This is 2 Point County. Look, everybody. Look, it's 2 Point County. We can't see all of it at the moment because this is the area that we're going to be working in. This hospital, this one here, Lower Bullocks, Flottering, and then eventually we'll also get to Mitten University over here. This one and this one we won't be able to play, but we'll get to see their names. We'll get to see their names at very least, and then at some point there's more hospitals over here. There's lots actually, I think, in like this city area over here. Oh, so exciting. There should be 15 hospitals available to play on launch on the 30th of August. So that should be good. But for now, we're going to start at the beginning at Hogsport. Begin your career as a hospital administrator. Learn the basics of the job by establishing your first hospital. That is exactly what we would like to do. I think we can also change, yes, we can rename the foundation. Shall we name it Blarla Healthcare? There we go, it's Blarla Healthcare. Ah, lovely. Excellent, let's begin. Here we are. All fresh. Welcome to 2 Point County. Are you ready to start building your first hospital and curing some patients? Boy, am I. Love this game. Love it. I've been enjoying it so much, peeps. Enjoying it so much. I cannot put this game down. First things first, you'll probably want to have a look around. Indeed. So, to move around your hospital, hold the right mouse button and drag it. Move the cursor to the edges of the screen or use the WASD keys. You can also zoom with the mouse wheel and rotate and pitch with the middle mouse button. All right. Let's, should we do this? So, we'll move around. Oh. Excellent. Lovely, we did it. We did it. Yay. What now? Reception. The first thing the hospital will need is a reception. Patients will head here when they arrive at your hospital. Let's build a reception desk near the entrance. Right, check the items button and select the reception. So here's our entrance. This is, look at this. Our little Hogsport hospital. Like, bus stops, they bring patients. You get little ambulances turn up with patients. I think in later levels there's subways as well that bring patients, and the helicopter, of course. Fantastic. Oh dear, there's the tannoy. Patients are reminded not to have dark thoughts. Right, so we're going to rotate this item. See, rotate, hold the left mouse button and drag, or use the Z and X keys. Oh yes, excellent. Click the click the left mouse button to place the item, or right click to cancel. Splendid. We're going to do this a bit differently, I think, because the problem is everyone puts it right in front of the door like that.
I just like talking into a microphone.
Me too. There we go. Excellent. Look at this thing. Aww. Oh, great. We'll need an assistant to run reception. Let's hire one now. Click the hire button and select assistants to view job applicants. Ding. Okay, hire. Assistants. Cassandra Eruption. They have customer service, increased reception and retail skills. Gives a plus 50% customer service skill. Fantastic. Linda Grunt. She has 2 of them. She has customer service too. So they stack. Hygienic, messy, charismatic. Isn't the same anymore. Okay, hygienic. Likes to stay clean and hygienic. Very good. But drops litter around the hospital. Doesn't really make sense, does it? Charming. Makes people happier when interacting with them. What a wonderful assistant. Yeah, please don't do that. There, that's perfect. Welcome, Linda. Welcome. Oh, General Practitioner's Office. Great. Before we officially open, we'll need a GP's office. Patients will visit a doctor working as a GP at each stage of diagnosis. The GP will assess the patient and decide if they are ready for treatment or if they require further diagnosis. Let's build a GP's office now. Okay, room building. To build a room, click on the rooms button and pick one from the list. With our room selected, drag out a floor plan of the appropriate size and then place the required items in the room. We can do this. So yeah, it does give us room sizes. So we've got GP's office, consultant and basic human interaction. Patients must visit a GP. Yes. And it says up here, look, that the minimum room size must be 3 by 3. Okay, which is fantastic. Will one fit here? No. I've messed it up. So what we're going to do is we're probably just going to move this maybe to here.
Please look out for invisible and potentially lethal diseases.
Yes, good advice. Now, slightly bigger rooms, because of course you can make this sort of however you want, really. But bigger rooms makes staff and that happier to be in them and whatnot, and the more sort of fancy the items are and all this sort of business. So we need a door. This here means that these are required items for this room to function. A useful buffer between the staff and the sickly. Yes. So we're going to put a jaunty desk. Look at that. Beautiful. Excellent. They need a filing cabinet to store medical records and romantic novels. Where should we put there? Should we put it here? Yes. Now, let's have some windows. They like windows. And you can see it ups the prestige. And I'm now level 2. So every time I place something, we get prestige.
No pillaging, please.
And as the prestige builds in the hospital also goes up levels. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure how many levels there are, actually. I think I've seen up to sort of 13 or more. Right. What else should we put in here? I think that's probably fine for now. So we're going to build the room. There we go. Excellent. Now we probably need somebody to work in there. Yes. A Doctor Whom. I see what they did there. Excellent. Now we'll need a doctor to run the GP's office. Indeed we will. So we're going to hire doctors. Bobby Rowe, Jezebel Leotard, Sylvia Tart. Stamina training. Energy drains at a reduced rate, can work longer before getting tired. Treatment, increased treatment skills, plus 10%. But look, they've got diagnosis skills, increased diagnostic skills, which, to be honest, the girl next door, their compliments sound fake. Heartthrob. Oh, I wish they would wash their hands all the time. There we go. So, oh, hospital open. Good news. Our hospital is now open for business. Patients are starting to arrive. After they register at reception, they'll be sent to the GP for diagnosis. And here we go. We've got, this is the GP office. So we can look at his stats. Oh, zoom in and out. Use the mouse wheel to rotate the view. Ah. Is this, look around. Yeah, look. Ooh. Rotate the camera. And pitch. It's that middle mouse button. There we go. Brilliant. So we want to diagnose a patient. And we've got Jezebel here to do the job. We can pick her up. Fire. Take a break. Pay review. Jobs. Jobs. Look at this. And when you've got lots, you can click on these and sort them differently. So at the moment we only have a GP's office, but as you have lots of different departments, and you can do this with nurses, janitors and assistants, see, you can say, hey, do you know what, I don't want you to work on gift shops, don't do that. Yeah, so you can do it, so you can sort of have better control over where people work and whatnot.
Patients with no money, you are now discharged.
Yeah, you need money to come to this place. If we were to keep training her up in later levels, we unlock training. If we were to keep training her up in diagnosis skills, then she'd be perfect to always work in just the GP's office, right? That would be fantastic. Here's our first patient, everybody. Hey, Dangle. Right. So he's feeling happy. Brilliant. We can see that happiness, energy, or health for a patient. Thirst. Hunger, toilets, ooh, toilets, boredom, ooh, that looks like it went well. What is this? Open message, which is the same one here, I believe. Your doctors have discovered a new illness, grout. Grout is frequently transmitted in bathrooms, and modern medication is effective, unlike earlier times, when it had to be dug out painfully with a screwdriver. Ooh, no, so they need a pharmacy. Complete more objectives to unlock the pharmacy. I'm going to get them to wait because I feel, ooh, messages. We've diagnosed our first patient. The GP has sent you a message. Yes, I did read it. I did it a bit funny.
Please look out for invisible and potentially lethal diseases.
Indeed do. Indeed do. We're going to put the pharmacy just here. There we go. I don't know why he keeps telling me this. I think that's probably a little bug that needs ironing out. So we've got drug mixer. Let's put some windows in. They like windows. Now, this is a machine that will degrade and need repair. In fact, on my stream, I was encouraged to get rid of my janitors who keep the machines good, so we could see what happened. And it gets really, really hot, then it bursts into flames, and then it explodes. Now, fire extinguishers is a way to help with this. And also having janitors to help maintain the machinery is also a very good way of dealing with that. You can also upgrade these machines later on, which is great. And we can unlock more and more items. There's so many items here.
You know who you are.
Some patients should be ashamed of their condition. That's harsh, isn't it? Hey, look, this is really cheap. It's really cheap. Brilliant. Excellent. There's loads of items, and that just keeps building, that queue. It just keeps building. And actually, I think we're stuck in pharmacy. So if I come out of pharmacy and go to items... It's good, eh? It's good. It's good. And we can toggle to a grid view to see more items quickly as well. And as we complete challenges, we collect kudos. which is what this is. Now, kudosh is like a county-wide currency. So, whereas this is very specific to your hospital. Right, very specific to your hospital. So you can't take this with you to the next hospital, but this does come with you to the next hospital, and any items you unlock in any of the hospitals with your kudosh can be used in any of the hospitals.
On 2 Point Radio. This is Ricky Hawthorne, bringing talk, music and news to the whole of 2 Point County. And if you're listening to us from the newly opened hospital, just turn up that volume, because nothing drowns out the sound of sick people like the voice of a world-class DJ. Coming up next, 42 hours of music from the background band. Enjoy!
Here we go. So Dangle here, he was diagnosed with gout. He's currently in the pharmacy. They are mixing. Look, you can see here, this is the state of repair the machine is in, which is obviously brand new, so it's good. Look at that. Cool, eh? I like the way he's watching it. It's like, ooh, did you see that? I like that. Next he's going to want to take the machine apart and see how it works. I've got this on slow. Let's put it to normal speed. There we go.
Staff announcement. We've just cured our very first patient.
Our very first patient. Yay! We cured him. So that's really fantastic. Look, you can even sort of mess with their cues and all that sort of stuff. Well done. We've cured our first patient. We've earned some money and the hospital's reputation has improved. Which will attract more patients. When a doctor or nurse treats a patient, their ability will influence the chance of success. Some illnesses are tougher than others. Continue diagnosing and treating patients to keep the money coming in so we can expand the hospital. Indeed. So, this nurse would have gained experience doing what he did. If we, who's this? Sue Pike. So Sue's in with gout as well. So you'll notice that when Horatio here, now that you've got some expensive machinery, we should think about looking after it. Machines will deteriorate with use and will need repairing from time to time. If a machine falls into disrepair, it can be a fire hazard. Fires are generally considered bad for business. Hire a janitor to maintain machines. While you're at it, make sure you've got some fire extinguishers nearby. Better safe than sorry, right? Indeed. We'll do that in a moment. So what we're going to see here is that each time they successfully treat somebody, is it just successfully? Not sure. It could be also if it fails, they still get experience, right? You'll see a thing pop up. We didn't. Don't worry. Fine, don't worry about it. Maybe later on we'll get to see that. Place 2 fire extinguishers. Place 2 of them. Let's hire.
To all patients with no money, you are now discharged.
So they got maintenance, mechanics. Hey, they're pretty good. There we go. Now, it's a similar sort of business with these janitors, with controlling what they can do in this job screen. So if we go to our janitor here, look at all these things. So they can do various different things, and you can say, look, I don't want you cleaning the toilets, I want you to concentrate on just upgrading machines, or I just want you to concentrate on keeping the machines in good repair.
Medium to large hole.
You know, I've been humming that tune to myself all week, which is uncanny because I've never heard it before. Or have I? Oh well, more catchy music coming right up.
Now, I've left the radio on because I'd like us to listen to the radio. The radio DJs have some great personality. There's, I think there's 3 of them. And in addition, they tell us a bit of lore about 2 Point County. And the receptionist is just funny. You know, all that jazz. So we're going to keep them. Now, as some good things with these rooms, if you want to edit this room, you don't necessarily press the edit button. If we do that, it goes back to blueprint mode and it kicks everybody out. But what if we just want to add an item? So we can just go to items here and say, hey, do you know what?
To avoid death when possible.
I'd like to place a bin there. There you go. Nice and simple. And with this room, what we would like to do, and I think there's another way of doing it as well. So in items, if we pick up, we can just put it in the room. There it is. Just do it. Brilliant. So everything's nice and easy to edit. And you can just go in there and pick it up. And that was a press and hold, but you don't have to do it like that. You can just drag it away and it will pop away as well. So that's fantastic. It's important to keep your staff and patients happy to ensure the hospital runs smoothly. Patients will get bored, thirsty and hungry over time. Make sure they have access to entertainment, food, drinks and a comfy seat when they're between appointments. If they become unhappy, they will leave to go to another hospital. Now we don't want this. This is, we're on slow speed. No, we're not. Now we are. Ooh, clamp. Once this grips a patient, it doesn't let go. Afflicts many living statues and selfies, taking chomps. Fantastic. So is this... I think this is just another pharmacy one. And our item controls. And what's good is that you can look at the recap messages. What might be nice is if we could... have a way of sorting them, maybe, you know, like tips, patients, notes, staff notes, illnesses discovered, something like that, because this list can get extremely long and you're not going to be searching through it. Do you know what I mean? But I do like the fact that there is an archive there. So, do you know, I think we could really do with some toilets, but we don't have them available. So we will put, look, we've got a drinks machine here. Should we give people...
Security alert.
Drinks machine.
Please be alert.
And some cheesy gubbins, snacks. Now this leaflet stand, you see here it says reduces boredom, contains some handy leaflets offering guidance on local hotspots and how best to stay alive. Right, fantastic. Shall we put this? Oh look, and then if we hold, I think it's control, look, and turn the mouse, here we go.
In the news today, conditions at the Rotting Hill Hospital are getting worse every day. Apparently, patients are just as likely to die from sinkholes and crumbling ceilings as any diseases. At least that'll keep the queues down.
Oh my goodness, that sounded terrible, didn't it? Right, and that overlay that we just saw while placing the plant, we can see all the overlays in here. Visualization. View the world with state-of-the-art hospital administrator goggles. Designed by Bungle Technologies. They come up a lot, actually. These high-tech spectacles use advanced optical sensors and a patented privacy invasion algorithm to analyze the state of people and items within the field of view. Through careful calibration, scientists have been able to harness the power of this extraordinary invention to detect such things as how much someone needs the toilet or how much they want a packet of crisps. Inspiring stuff. Use these visualization modes to analyze the state of your hospital environment and the moods and needs of patients and staff and the maintenance levels of your hospital. And there's loads of them here, look. So like attractiveness. Now this is the one, it popped up automatically when we're placing something like a plant that creates quite a lot of attractiveness. Can you see this? Now there are more plants that you can unlock later in the game, like the roses. And when you place a rose or a sunflower, it's much bigger radius of attractiveness, but they also require more regular watering. Likewise, you can get cactuses, and they're quite cheap to place. They don't need much watering, but of course their area of attractiveness isn't as wide, you know. So there's that payoff, right? There's that payoff. Because you think, well, I don't want my janitors watering more plants, but you need less of them to keep the hospital looking attractive. So it is a balancing act, right? It is a balancing act. And we can see here that these sort of standard plants that we get given at the beginning do a bang-up job, right? And they will need watering. And we can always say, hey, janitor, this plant needs a water. Please do so, because they will wilt and things like that. But there's all kinds here, look.
No money. You are now discharged.
This will be a quick way of seeing people that are possibly getting a bit on the sickly side and you need quick attention to it. Patient happiness, we don't have lots of good examples, but look, they're very happy, bright green. Hygiene of the hospital, so we can see that the janitor's hygiene is better than these guys. I've noticed that when you start putting in toilets, not everybody washes their hands, and people walking around can start getting a bit unpleasant. And we can see the maintenance. You can see here that because I placed these more recently, they're more new, so they are not quite in the need for the repair that the drug mixer is in need of right now. So it's a really good way of seeing a lot of information quickly. I mean, there are other ways. We've got finance. In the finance tab, you can access the business overview screen for a deep dive on all aspects of the hospital. You can also adjust the prices you charge in this hospital and take out a loan. This is it, you see. So we can get into much more detail with what we're looking at, right? Excellent. See, we've got leaderboards. We've got a log of the whole hospital. We can look at this, long queue warnings, people about to rage quit. We have a similar thing. You can look, set staff breaks. One doctor can take a break at the same time. Good to know. Good to know. Room prestige and everything. We can sort by our staff, all or not all of them, right? Excellent. Leaderboards. So we can we have in-game competitors, but we also have your Steam friends that you can compete with as well. And see if you're beating everybody. I am not. So yeah, that's it. I think we'll leave it here for this episode. But I'm going to release 2 episodes today, so 2 straight away, and we will continue with Hogsport and learn more about how to play this game.
Lost and found report. Ham sandwich, partially eaten.
Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not check out one of my delectable videos available? Feel free to come stalk me on social media and be sure to share this video with friends so even more may watch my schizwa. See you next time, peeps.